Welcome in, my pupils, my underlings, my minions. Oh, I have so many shoes I can give you, dude. But I don't have any of those ones. Oh. Pardon me. Ba-ding, ba-ding. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. How are we doing today? How is everybody's Monday? How was your guys' weekend? How we feeling? More Outer Wilds. Yay. Spider Mid, I'm sorry, dog. At least on the bright side, I'm probably going to be beating the game today. So you should be good for future streams. But fortunately, that likely means checking out, because it's like we're at like the very end of the DLC too. So like, even if you were to watch today in hopes that you could like watch some stuff and it was like the start of the DLC, this is like major spoilers. Major spoilers. So that's unfortunate, and I do feel bad. Blueprints is Wednesday. Why are you blue? But welcome in, Railer, Spider-Mid, Klondike, Callum, Billy Bob. I'm pretty sure that's Salmon. right? Yeah. Welcome in, Salmon. Welcome in, everybody. Huge congrats on the 15 stream streak there, Klondike. Hope everybody's having a good day, doing well. We will get started in just a moment. I love Outer Wilds, but you know what I'm very hyped for? What's that? Today is not the day to be glue. So, Epidermis. Sup? It's so fun how you guys have, like, little quirks or nicknames for each other, and you guys can tell each other because of that pretty easily. Which, like, sometimes I'll know some of them. Like, I know Almond Holder is a good one, but I'm not always seeing chat, so I don't always see the nicknames you guys give to each other and stuff. So it's kind of fun. Fries at Twitch chatter in and out. I'd like to inquire as your opinions to the games in my current rotation. Send them. What do you got going on? Otherwise, let's jump in without further ado. I want to play this game. I want to absorb it into my skin and become one with the Outer Wilds. This shit is just too good. There we go. Okay. Let me get everything adjusted. Time to check out. Hope you guys have a blast. Thank you, Spider-Man. Same to you. Hope your weekend went well, and hope you have a wonderful week. Hopefully we can see you on the Wednesday. Everyone except Fry, of course. All right, I take it all back. Core Keeper, the days are nearing end, hopefully. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm back. Oh, hello, Quantum Moon. I just asked you what your game rotation is looking like, because you asked my opinion. I'm genuinely leaving just to play Outer Wilds, by the way. You should have been playing this weekend. You could have been caught up right now. Should have been playing this weekend. That's on you. Alrighty. You've got about 5 seconds to get out of here if you are not wanting to be fully spoiled for Outer Wilds DLC. Rogue Zork. Zork Eye? What the fuck is that? Slay the Spire. Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher, decent. Slay the Spire, good. I should play Slay the Spire. Rogue, I've never played myself. I believe Eye's one. Oh, okay. Zork 1. I have no idea what that is. Also, ooh, I should show you guys the glitch. Or not the glitch, but, the pocket dimension being loaded in. I'll see if I can show you guys that on the next loop. Okay, you guys know what the deal is by now. We're in and out of the old stranger here. So what we've got to do here, is we're gonna go open up all the pathways like normal. Actually, we probably don't need to open up the pathways as much. We just need to get to, whatchamacallit. We just need to get to, ooh, snap. The tower, and then, what's the other one? That, like, Highlands. So let's go there. But welcome in. I hope everybody's doing well and having a wonderful rest of the day. I hope Monday went well. I hope you guys' weekend went well. My weekend went pretty alright. I can't complain. I got to play some Magic. Who would have guessed? But it actually went really well. Because I played like 3 games. I won 2 of them. I could have won a third. I could have won all 3. But I fucked up on something, so my mistake. But live and learn. Otherwise, though, I got to play my Azula deck, Azula from Avatar, and it went really, really well. It was super sick. I burnt the entire table. We were playing with 6 people, and for a Magic game, that's quite a bit. 6 people is quite a bit. So we were playing with 6 people. I killed 4 people in 1 turn. The other guy lived with 1 HP. So that was a pretty sick feeling to be like monster, like I was the problem at the table, but nobody could do anything about it. So it was pretty sick. One sec. But yeah, let me catch up on what you guys are saying here. Zork is the text-based game pretty much. I thought that was Rogue. Okay. I have a pal that's level like 25 area, and there's an ability where you pick him up, throw him, electric bomb. He's an electric hedgehog. So of course, portable nuke. About those abilities, thinking about all that is really hard. Yeah. I'm not doing any of that right now, Rayler. We are not doing abilities on stream. Oh my fucking god. I was fried last night just talking about it. I'm not doing that on stream. No way. Buzzer, welcome in. Thank you so much for the 1 bit. All good. Welcome, welcome. You're just in time. Pan, when are you going to friend me on stream, on Steam? And hello. I asked you, what's your name on Steam? And you didn't say anything. You said I sent you a friend request. I have like 18 friend requests right now. Okay? It's not as easy as me just adding you. You got to tell me what your name is. I have a lot of CSGO cases and a lot of cases from TF2. And so I get a lot of people who will add me out of the blue in hopes that I add them and will like trade them my cases. Because they're like, oh, these cases are just sitting in your inventory and you're not doing anything with them. Can I have them? And I'm like, fuck off. So yeah, if you guys are going to add me, you guys got to let me know like in advance with what you're sending me. I just got a friend request from Jotaro Kujo. All right. Just trying to remember my way around this area. I think we want to go over this way for it. Well, that's my request, I see. There's no light in here. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. If you guys weren't here for the last stream, we made a ton of progress in Outer Wilds, and we're pretty close to the end of the game. So we'll see how everything kind of wraps up if we can get there. I can't remember if we go this way. Yeah, we do. So this, we're doing this so we can shut off the lights. And we can shut off the lights to this area. It's a little bit more over this way. And then that'll let us get in to get the secrets, to get the secret passcode, to do a whole bunch of shenanigans. If you're wanting to friend request me on Steam, feel free to send me a request, but PM me on Discord with your name, so I know who you are, and I know who to add. Fry's too popular. Exactly, I'm too freaking popular. Oh, I did not mean to see you. Oh, they're taking the elevators down. I'm not meaning to, like, go across there. Okay. This is a little spooky because these guys are pretty aggressive. Is this one just a dead end? No. This one goes here. Unfortunately, I do kind of forget my way around this area. I think I have to take you down. Please, no ghost. I was a little too close for comfort. Okay, I'll probably be a little bit quieter in these areas because they're a little more tense, per se. This is not locked in. That is the opposite of locked in. Okay. I'll restart. Banana Bread, question. How was your weekend? Thank you for asking. Same to you as well. Oh, fuck. No way. Hoofda! Uh-oh. That could have been really bad. That could have been supremely bad. No spooky monsters here. Yeah, my weekend was really good. Somebody said it earlier, I'm a magic monster, a magic fiend. Ooh. And that is so true. I'm addicted to magic. It's so fun. I'm cooking up so many new decks. It's beginning to become a problem. Alright, they burnt that shit too. Real fucking nice, guys. Alright. Hopefully there's no goblins or ghouls in this area. Okay. First try, well done. Thank you, thank you. Alright, it's a bit unfortunate. You just soft locked yourself. Good job. Did I actually, dude? No way. Can I not just make the jump, actually? Yeah. Ow. We're chilling. That almost sucked bad. That almost sucked really, really bad. I wouldn't have cried, but I would have shed a tear. Actually, now all of a sudden nerds change PFP and nickname on stream. I love the fact that Steam is so, like, easily... Like, you can easily manipulate your profile so much. It's so nice. It's so, so nice. Most services don't, like, allow for that. You have to pay for it. Alright. Before we dive in, my weekend was wonderful, so thank you so much for asking. I had a pretty long day on the Sunday, and it made my Sunday feel so much longer than it needed to be. And then Railer forced me at gunpoint to help him with the death battle abilities, and that was fucking brutal. That was like an hour and a half of my life fighting through a slog fest. Nothing against Railer. I just had a really long day. And Railer's like, hey, you said you'd help me this weekend. And I was like, so true. That's my fault. So then I was helping Railer and we're working things out, but like, holy shit. It was just, I should have played music or something, but I was just staring at my monitor. And that was it. Waiting for Railer to say something and then responding. Damn, Callum, make sure he blows up. Learning how to play Given Up by Linkin Park on guitar? Hell yeah. Okay. Brain. The dome. Okay, so these guys, they're trying to connect the brain to the lanterns, is what this is kind of showing. So the fire is up. It's emitting some sort of field. They can use, I guess he's just within the field of the fire to have his brain analyzed. so they can actually analyze the brain waves. Oh. Oh! Oh, that's fucked up if he travels with the dead body. Oh! Oh! Okay, that's good at least. Immortality. As long as you're okay with your subconscious being what is immortal and not your actual physical body. Are firebenders immune to their own fire? Like, can Zuko burn himself? Yeah, they can burn themselves. Did Pan say something to me? Yeah, I just said that you, me and you had like a long-ass week, or like a long-ass Sunday evening talking about death battle abilities is all. The Eye of the Universe. Dad Harasser used to stream? Yeah, I think just some Valo and stuff. Okay, so we've seen this one. They scan it. Getting a vision that the eye will actually lead to the heat death of the universe. Which I don't know if that's solely true. But so that was their vision. Oh, the skull. Oh, the skull is the skull that we see on the ground in that one painting with the stars in the background is the Nomai skull. And then he's like, that's like actually a terrified face. Locked in? Geeking, dude. And then he breaks down and they have to console him. And then they actually turn fucking evil as hell. I don't know if they if it's actually they turn like evil, you know. But they're definitely upset that they've destroyed their entire... Okay, what's this? What's this? What's this? This is the... Oh, so that machine that they launch is used to contain the signal from the eye. Oh my god. So nobody else comes here to their own death. And then the stranger proceeds to hide in the shadows. Wow, okay. I just got really distracted by a damn loud bang outside. So there's rain. Uh-oh. Hopefully everything's okay. They made the eye shut up. Yeah. And then this one I think we already kind of saw. So when the bell rings, it like sends a shock to the brain, which forces them out of their slumber. Bro's gonna shine the light on his friend. His friend's gonna be dead. Yeah. And then they can't make the connection. So he doesn't actually go back to his dead body. Interesting. I'm curious how that acts with the bodies submerged underwater. Y'all feel me? Oh, can't go that way until we put our lantern there. But does that mean we're just kind of stuck here now? So we just have to go back, I think, eh? Is what it's telling us. Which is fair. We could jump down there and, like, force ourselves awake. Rather than having to get hunted down by these guys. We'll go back up, because I'm assuming that's what the game wants us to do. And we'll probably just get forced into a cutscene with the owl aliens or something. I don't know. We'll see. Nope. I guess we can just, like, get forced awake here. And then from here, we can make our way across the valley to the other one now. So yeah, that would wake them up if they had a body to return to. So they're just stuck there. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, they're trapped in their they're trapped by their own immortality. which like isn't that bad. But I truly wonder if like they're living in a plane of complete darkness and they're having to use the lanterns to get around. Because to us, they're the monsters, but we're not staying in these planes long enough to actually see what's going on, so... I mean, they could always jump in the water. But there's no brain to make the connection back to, so they're just stuck there. Like, that's what it showed us with the bell. Is the bell can't force them awake by, like, severing the connection with the brain. So I'm assuming the water would work the same. There's no brain to return to, so there's no connection. Maybe they just like drown in the water and they're actually not immortal in the game as well, in the game world. If that makes sense. I heard car signs. Oh shit. Be safe, Railer. Stay safe. Also, I was gonna ask, should we do that? There's like a quiz that's going around on TikTok where it's like, what's your soul? What's your like soul thing? And you just do like this quiz and then it'll tell you what your soul is. I think that if the fire in the lantern goes out, they lose access to the dream thing. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Also, the dam has burst, so we're about halfway. I want to see what Pan's soul is. What do you guys think I am? Like, what soul do you guys think I represent? Am I determination? Am I integrity? Am I kindness? I know you guys are already going to say kindness, but just curious. Just curious what people think. I think there's a fine line between immortal, not aging or dying from age, versus invincibility, no damage. So you can be immortal and drown. You can be. All the water sounds spooky. Yeah, you can be immortal and still be like trapped in a state of like dying. I think it also depends on what piece of fiction you're getting your immortality from. Because some will have that you just can't straight up, like you straight up just can't die. And for some pieces of media, that means, you can't die. If you get impaled through the chest, you're fine. Kind of like a Deadpool thing. But in other pieces of media, there's a really good show from like British television called oh, we don't need to get the bridge, right? Yeah. It's called Misfits. It's about these teenagers who all work at like the same... They're all in like juvie. And they're all like doing parole and stuff because they did some crimes. But they all get superpowers. And one of the guys gets immortality. But his immortality is like, if he was to get impaled, he'll die. He dies. But then he comes back to life like days later. So he like, in the show, he like dies. And they're like, oh my god. And then they bury his body. Oh, I guess I could have just came this way. They bury his body and he wakes up in the coffin and he's like, what the fuck? So if I have to do this again, it's number 4. Okay. Okay, so last time we kind of intentionally, kind of unintentionally, I think got caught here. Because we were running out of time. I can't remember if I got caught or if I just ended the loop on purpose. So we have to navigate in the dark to down there. And I'm assuming that's gonna involve us going across the river here. So that's open. And this is also open. I want to return by death IRL low-key. I mean, everybody wants to be immortal until you don't like being immortal. Until you realize, fuck, being immortal kind of sucks. If only we still had the spacesuit with the jetpack, right? Life would be easy. Unless we do have to come here and do the bridge. I could see that. Let's just try the bridge. Not afraid of death. You kind of should be. I might be cooked here. Uh-oh. Thank you for blowing out my lantern, kind man. I did see something. Make certain okay. I was looking up sound effects for my most recent reel that I made. And they do like a sound effect where they snap your neck. And I'm wondering how to get that. Oh, okay. So when we die, it does reset. So I was wondering if maybe I had reduced frights on. Oh, I see. I assumed it was off, but it was the bridge. I don't think you guys, if anybody here is actually advocating for immortality, I don't think you guys actually want it. Because, like, you'd have to watch everybody you know and love die around you. And you just have to, like, live on. And you can't really do anything about that. Like, it just sucks to be you. Type shit. Shit. Whoa! That was a bit of a good jump scare. I wonder if they just get, like, pissed off if you keep coming back in and that's how they kill you. I don't want immortality. I'm not Spawn or whatever his name is. I want the ability to die and return a few days or hours before that. Why though? Why? 3 chances, not horde loneliness, still somewhat, but it would be better than a turn. If I was to be immortal, I'd want to be a vampire. Then you could at least have like an end game button. Right? But it would, like, the stipulations of being a vampire still fucking suck. So, like, I don't know if I truly want to be a vampire. Just gonna try and sneak past them. Oh, there we go. The more lives you have, the less meaning they all have. Kind of valid. I assume it's not over. Just trust it. Go, 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 go. I'd be a lot less afraid to do things like climb Mount Everest, go skydiving, and paragliding. Yeah, but the reason why those things are scary is because they're deadly. If you can respawn, what's the point? Agreed. Oh, we have to do this fucking thing again? Oh, shit. Oh, no, never mind. Wait. No fucking way. No way. At least the bridge is there. At least the bridge is there. Hopefully, Fry, you're an idiot. Okay, you're gonna tell me the way across all of this shit has been invisible bridges with lanterns light leading the way, and then you're gonna call me an idiot because I followed the light across a gap that would have an invisible bridge? Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if it got sent back, or if we're just kind of cooked. Pan, they normally say don't follow the light. Okay, so it is still here. Or, like, it's not back, though. Is anything coming? No. You're smart, Pan. Thank you. Thank you. I like to think so. Here, when we get back from first ad break, we'll do the what soul are you test. Apparently, some people don't do that exactly because they don't have... Now they can just do it through satisfied. In that case, they survive even if they die. I just don't think... I'm agreeing with Buzzer Food. Having immortality takes all the actual enjoyment out of... You're a smarticle particle. I like that. Takes all the actual enjoyment out of these things because the majority of the thing that's about them is that they're, like, thrilling, right? If you want to do these things at no consequence, just do it in VR. Okay, lanterns. So they watch their clips of their home, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sad." Oh. Okay, this is new. So this is when they decide to, like, formulate the tech. Yeah, so I don't know if they're just simulating their homeworld and this is just a simulation that we're in, you know? It is, because their homeworld is terraformed. Their homeworld no longer exists, so yeah, that makes sense. Pan, can you listen to all Flower Man covers at once? Video again after end the soul test? Oh, meh. I could, but... So he's walking in the bubble. He puts the lantern down. So the lantern has a specific bubble. Oh, snap. Crackle. Pop. So I think that's what it's telling me to do is to... Oh, I can't put it down on the ground. Right. So I gotta come over here. Put that down. And then now I can walk across the gap. Oh, shit. What the fuck? You can put it on the ground, by the way. It wasn't letting me. What? This is so freaking cool. Hold on. Can you just, like, do this to cheat the system? That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. So we're still running into the issue, though, that we don't know the codes for the vault. So we still need to figure out... Oh, there we go. We still need to figure out the codes for the vault somehow. I don't know where that would be or what that would entail. Here, 1 sec. I think respawning is still an awesome ability. I'd love to have it, but y'all don't, and that's okay. Here's the thing, though. Is it a respawn that you can turn on and off? Wow, look at that. That's so cool. It's literally just a game. Oh. Oh, there's a bridge over there this whole time? Oh, that's kind of a loud high pitch. I'm gonna turn that down a little tiny bit. Go to the guys while in this mode. Oh, is this how they kill you? Don't kill me. Yeah. Yeah. Have your spine adjusted by a pursuer. I'd still die of old age. I don't know. Because here's the thing. You say you'd still die. Uh-oh. You say you'd still die of old age, but then you just respawn, and then you die of old age, and then you just respawn, and then you die of old age, and then you just respawn. You see where the issue's starting to fall? That's the guys dying in the tower? Oh. I see, so we could just go down here this whole time. No, why not? I die of old age, but then you die and you respawn. And stay dead. But the whole point of the power is it's a respawn, right? Okay, we're going to figure out how to abuse this to its maximum potential. What if you could be immortal and you can choose to forget whatever you want? Ah. That's called old age. Okay. Let's see how we can use this. I have a couple ideas. I don't think we need the codes anymore. Here, I'm going to do my best pirate software impression. Chat, I've solved it. I don't think we need the codes. I think what the game's trying to tell us is we can subvert the codes. I'll show you. I just like if the respawn can be turned off by you dying of old age, I don't know. I get the point. I get what you're saying. Genius. I get what you're saying. But would the death not just respawn you? You know? Okay, what if I shoot you, like, over there? Are you gonna disappear? The scout is in the stranger. Where's our scout? He can die of old age and stay dead if he completed his life goal. Does he know what his life's goal is? Immortality, but it's just when you're asleep. Okay, so I have an idea. Let's immediately put this to the test. What's the easiest one to activate? Probably the high river that we were just at. I'm too dumb for this topic. I mean, it's your superpower, so I guess if you just wanted to turn off when you become an old man, then you can. I just like when superpowers have a little bit of realism to them, you know? Feel me? Okay, so let's see what's going on in this area then if we leave the lanterns behind. I doubt it's going to be too much, but who knows? Oh my god, I'm already behind pace now. A little bit of a downside. I mean, if you're immortal whenever you're asleep, it's not a terrible idea. Because if you have, like, assassins who are after you, they could just, like, kill you in your sleep. And you could be like, oh, I'm so dead. And then you could just, like, sneak away. Niche use case, but good nonetheless. I suppose. So can I go through this door? No, because it's still programmed to be active. I can come up here, and I can do that. That's not loaded in yet. So I think I will have to... That's so freaking cool. That's so cool! Yeah, I don't think there's too much for me here, then. Let's just take a little dip in the tub. Did I drown? Oh, because I didn't have my lantern. Yep. That's fun. Time travel, but you can only travel into the present? Okay, I'm just going to travel into the time where I'm in Japan in the present. Done. Dunzo. Yeah, I think teleportation's a pretty underrated power, but like super, super good. If you guys have ever seen Mob Psycho, there's one guy in Mob Psycho who uses his telekinesis as like an offensive ability, and it's so fucking cool. Like, he's holding this dude's head, and he smashes it into a wall, teleports beside a car, smashes it into the car window, teleports like to a sign, smashes it into the sign, and then he teleports like above the entire city and just drops him, all within like the span of like a second. So sick. Teleporting gives the flight benefits as well. I think if you're teleporting, you shouldn't be able to fly. Personal opinion. Powers with limits are cool. I like that. I like powers with limits. That's why I like the My Hero world, because they have this intricate power system, and all the powers do have kind of like a downside. Like Ida, Tenya Ida. We like Ida on this channel. His is like afterburners, and if he just uses it too much, like he's just like out of fumes. But like Bakugo, his whole thing is it's sweat, so he needs to be sweating to produce his power. If he gets frozen or put in like a cold area, he can't use it. Teleport many times a second? Why would you want to teleport many times a second to imitate flight when you can just like teleport somewhere? I guess I get it, because flying is sick. I would like to have flight. But you'd teleport, and then you'd fall for a moment, and then you teleport, and then you fall for a moment, and then you teleport. If anything, I feel like it would be bad, because it depends on your teleportation and how you want to work it. But if momentum stays consistent through teleportation, which I think it should, then you'd just be gaining, you'd just be falling and like gaining crazy momentum, and then you couldn't like land. If you did, you blow up. Fat gum would be my quirk. All right. What's your favorite quirk? I don't know. Basic answer. I do like one for all. That's a fun one. Imagine it doesn't have a range limit. That's what I think is like, if you have like teleportation with no limit, it's over for somebody. I forget where the like thing is. Okay, I do drop down. Okay. Too much mind strain for teleportation. If you guys want a cool movie about like psychic powers, you guys should check out, it's a movie called Chronicle. It's about these 3 teenage guys. Hold on a sec. It's about these 3 teenagers who get like psychic powers from like an asteroid or some shit. I can't quite remember. But then it just deals with them, like, it shows them dealing with like having psychic powers in like modern day. It's pretty sick. Jumper's also a really good one. Jumper's more on theme with what we're talking about with like teleportation and stuff. Does that bridge disappear halfway through, or does it move? I wonder. I do need to get the bridge to get across, I think, right? You just fell off? Really? Okay. Basically, Pan doesn't know where the bridge is. That is so cool, though. That is such an interesting take for games to be like, this is you in a simulation. You can still be within the simulation, but if you lose your lantern. No shot. There's no world. You're lying to me. I want a portal gun. A portal gun would be sick. What's a weapon or a tool from fiction that you guys would enjoy having? You think the bridge moves? No. But I think the bridge cuts short. My guy kind of holds it like a Nomai. Angel Chick, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Oh, okay. It just goes in between the two branches. Why don't you guys tell me that? I want the ability to click a cookie and get more cookies. See, that's kind of a fun ability. I would want the Omnitrix from Ben 10. There we go. Omnitrix from Ben 10 would be a pretty good pick, if you ask me. We're welcome in, Angel. We're talking about what weapons would you like to have in video games. The fuck would you use it for? Are you kidding me? Died 3 times to a non-moving bridge. Yeah, died once to enemies. Well, just Angel is fine. How's the game treating you? I'm loving it. We're pretty close to wrapping up the DLC, I feel. So we're just kind of cruising through things and seeing how it goes. But this is easily probably one of the best games I've ever played. This game's so good. See ya. Skadoosh. Also, did I ever go over this way? When we've fallen? I don't think so. Maybe the Terra Prism or Night Glow from Terraria. I just think they're pretty. Valid. Good picks. Oh, okay. Okay, this takes us back. I don't want to be there. My pal Herbal is a weapon of mass destruction. Hell yeah. Have him in real life. Realistically, the backpack from Slime Rancher would be goated. No, I think the Omnitrix would be sick. You can transform into any alien you want, and they all have a different set of abilities and stuff to just kind of like fart around with. It'd be kind of sick. You also, like, I'm pretty well versed in the world of Benjamin Tennyson. But some of the stuff you have, like some of the aliens you have access to, are kind of cracked. And you can't die with the watch. If you have the watch on, you can't die. Fun little Ben 10 fact that you guys might not know. Okay, so I wonder if these guys can still see me. Shit. So they can still see me. So we do need to, like, have this code. Omnitrix is goated, but does it count if it's originally... I was saying shows in video games originally. That's my bad. And this has nothing about the code on it, hey? Now, we can use this to our advantage over here, because there's platforms, but we have to move them. I see. Very smart. We just talked about how immortality sucked, Pan. Yeah, but you can just take the watch off, dog. The watch just doesn't let you die, and it transforms you into the best alien for the moment. Does it come with Ben 10 aliens or our universe aliens? Ben 10 ones, dog. Herbal would still kill you. He'd find a way. Dude, Herbal would not have a chance to live. Ben 10 survives the Big Bang, dude. Herbal is not making it out alive. What aliens do we have? The gray ones that go... Oh, that's about it. Okay, so... There's something to this that we don't know. I'm assuming it's just a code to, like, shut these guys off. If I had to guess. We just need to get a code to shut these guys off. Or it shuts this light off or something. Or. So this might be our missing piece still, is the triple signal. I'm trying to think about what we learned. So we just used what we learned here to get across. This would be like concealing ourselves. So yeah, we'd have to get rid of that light somehow. The Omnitrix is still a vast library of alien DNA. You'd have every discovered species of alien in there. Yup. That's what I'm saying. What about shape-shifting? Just like as a power? Wouldn't be bad. What if I make them all dark? Dark moon. No. I noticed like a pattern on these guys' eyes. So maybe that can tell us a bit more of the solution. Lewis likes the blue. This is so cool. Look at this. This is so cool. Okay. So their eye shape isn't actually anything, really. So, we've been over there. We've been over there. There's something I'm missing here, and I'm not too sure what it is. I'd have the power of friendship. It's unbeatable. I want to build a My Little Pony deck for Magic, because if you have all of the main 6 ponies, every pony wins, is what the ability is called. Every pony wins, and everybody is happy. Man, this game's so cool. What am I missing? I don't think I have the solution for this puzzle. We'll have to, because, yeah, as soon as we get close there, they notice us. Or if we have our light there. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you? Give me a little bit of a hint. Just a push in the right direction. How did you discover the first 2 exploits of the Dreamscape? So we went through the fire pit and then came down from the fire pit and read the thing to like get into this Dreamscape, and then we immediately tried it, and it puts us like down there, and then you come across, right? So we I sequence broke, and I went through the fire pit when I wasn't supposed to. I didn't get the slide reel that showed us how the fire pit worked. But I kind of heard a sound on the other side of the fire pit. Maybe I'm delusional or something, but I heard like a sparkle sound effect. And in my head, I was just like... Also, the fire didn't damage me. I stood on it before, and it didn't do anything. And then I like kind of walked around and went back to the fire pit. And standing on the fire pit didn't hurt me. And then I heard something, so I was like, maybe there's something behind. So I just like walked through the wall, and it worked. And in the second one, we just found out about just now about putting the lantern down. I do have the solution. Okay, so I might have to just go back to the frickin' ship. Dude, if I had the Omnitrix, I'd abuse the fuck out of that I'd abuse the fuck out of upgrade. The problem is the upgrade only works when you're upgrade. So as soon as you stop being upgrade, the upgrade's gone. So you'd have to like give the Omnitrix to somebody else to utilize upgrade. Okay, so this takes us up here to this fire pit, which we've looked into. This is the outside of the big vault area. So I just use it for what I want, then turn back. You're missing a part on Hollow's lantern. Yeah, Cannoli, though, you're, once you're upgrade, you become upgrade. You upgrade the thing, and then once you stop being upgrade, the thing stops being upgraded. I want better coffee upgrade until I make the coffee. Okay. I thought you were saying, like, you'd upgrade your computer and shit. I'm like, you can't play on it, because you're upgrade. We might have to meditate here and go back to home base for now and kind of go over our notes. Mechamorphs are one of my favorite species in the series, along with Splixons. Valid. I'm a big fan of the Tetraman. Always have been, always will be. Herbal with Omnitrix. I'd speed my way to school and crap. Why are you crapping at school? Why are you green? Okay. I think I might just call it for now because it's the quickest way to get back to our ship so we can read up on what we have. And we'll go from here. Also, I do want to show you guys something. Angel, you may not be aware of this either. This is kind of a... We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. But we ran into a bit of an issue one time, and we thought it was the DLC, but it turns out it wasn't the DLC, and it was actually just Dark Bramble behaving normally, but we observed it, unfortunately, for Dark Bramble. Goodbye, Quantum Man. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So when we played a couple streams ago, we went by this big black orb in space, and we thought that that was the Stranger, but I didn't have the DLC. I didn't purchase the DLC or anything, so I doubt it was the Stranger. In fact, I'm 100% certain this is what it is. Here we are. I like that they use the fire pits to show you where everybody is. And this is... There's a fire pit, technically, over here. Because it's from this asteroid that crashed. I can do this. I can do this. There we go. So, we now have a duplicate signal over there. And that's telling us it's Dark Bramble. But I believe if we head to the south side of the planet, we should see a big, giant black orb in the nighttime sky. And there it is. See how there's a big orb there? And it's like blocking out all the stars and stuff? That's actually Dark Bramble being loaded in. Because if I open up my Scout, Dark Bramble's being forced to be load in by my Scout. And that's where Dark Bramble's loaded in. So when you're in Dark Bramble, you're actually really close to Timberhearth. Closer to Timberhearth than you are Dark Bramble. So if I recall my Scout, this big black like circle should disappear and the stars behind it should become visible. See how... See it? See it? So when we were playing however many streams ago and we saw a big black orb in the sky and I thought it was the Stranger, and Buzzer, you were like, that's really cool that you like ran into the Stranger without having the DLC. It wasn't actually that. It was me having Timberhearth already loaded because I left my Scout, or sorry, Dark Bramble. I left my Scout inside Dark Bramble and I didn't recall it, so it was still loaded in. That's not a glitch. No. That's just the pocket dimension for Dark Bramble. But yeah, I saw a video on that last night, and we ran into it in game, and I thought it was kind of cool to like show off a little bit. So anyways, let's get landed on the Stranger here. We've got ads starting in about a minute. I will probably just take a break. Whoa. Stranger looks really different. Entering in from that way. Ah, Lamel. Yeah. Like, we went by it, and it was kind of ominous because I was flying my ship, and I was just like, wait, why is all of space blacked out? So it was pretty ominous. Actually, I don't think I'll take a break. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read up over the ad break, so I apologize. Do we have everything discovered? The one thing is the sealed vault. But it looks like every loose end is tied up, so let's get reading. It's a really cool, if not goofy, workaround the devs came up with. I mean, how many times are people gonna go, like, put a Scout in and not immediately go to Dark Bramble, or be in Dark Bramble and, like, not recall their Scout? Like, I just made the mistake of not recalling my Scout, you know? Do you think Mortal Blade from Sekiro could kill someone with the Omnitrix? I have no idea what the Mortal Blade is. Okay, so this is just telling us where they took their thing. Like the Hidden Gorge, the Slide Burning Room. This doesn't actually tell us what the number is, because we need the third number. It just tells us how we can access it, how it can be accessible, right? Just double checking. Instead of thinking between serious Steam, PFP, or anime girl, I merge the options and put a serious art of an anime girl. Hell yeah. Yeah, that just shows us how we can get there. So the burn slide, the damaged laboratory, the forbidden archives. I don't know if we have it yet. Maybe this will give us shed some light on the subject. No, it's just him going up to it and sticking his wiener in it. Very informative right here. Okay, so this is a slide reel we'll probably get when we open up the vault. So we've done all the map projections. Those were the burn slide reels in the slide burning rooms. What could be the solution? Mortal Blade kills immortal things? Maybe. The problem is the Omnitrix has a failsafe to adapt you into the perfect alien for the situation. And there's an alien called Alien X, which is like the ultimate failsafe. Alien X can survive the like universe being erased. So I don't know if the Mortal Blade would work. I don't think we have the slide reel, if there is one, that shows us the number. You have all the slide reels? Okay, so it's something else that we're missing then. I'm trying to think about all the mechanics that the game has taught us. Put the lantern down and like walking away like glitches you out of the simulation, but those things can still spot us. The light is still present, so we probably need to do something with the controls to turn the light off, but what the code is, I don't know. And oh. Yeah, what the code is, I don't know. And where we're going to find it, I don't know. I've kind of looked everywhere that I can think of. I just thought a sick idea if I ever stream again. I decided to play a terminal game. The Discord VC. Let's hear it if you'd like. You don't have to share it if you don't want to. Watch it be like in here. The solution is just in here somewhere now. I had a damn great Riz a while, guys, on Discord with that girl I go out with casually and just beat Pantheon 5 in front of her. Holy shit. I've still to beat P5. So, well done. Alright, Buzzer. I'm willing to take a hint if you're wanting to give one. Sorry I had to leave for a bit because of laundry. All good. When does Pan soul test? Oh yeah, we are back from ads, so I can do the soul test right now. Let's do that. Ow. Let's do the soul test right now. Let me try and find the right one. This is like the jellyfish situation. I have all the right things, I'm just doing it in the wrong way. Okay. One sec. I don't know if this is the one. Let me like go to my TikTok and see if I can do my saved. Go to profile. Do I have access to my saved on my desktop? Favorites. Because I like favorited something earlier that I was like, I want to, I think it's gone forever. Whoops. Well, oh well. Let's see if we can find one. In the meantime, I'll put on some tunes. Sorry to take a break for a moment. I said I would do this after stream, so. Fry, is this the right one? I'm just gonna rip through these to see what it says and see if this is the right one. I also kind of want to vet this to make sure this is not going to be weird. Oh, this is definitely whatchamacallit. One of those BuzzFeed quizzes where it's like, what Harry Potter house are you? And you're like, I want to be Gryffindor. And then it's like, do you think you're brave? It's those kinds of answers. Okay. I want to find like a proper better one. If somebody can find a good one, please let me know. I can't find one. Oh, shit. Let me try Insta. I might have saved it. I'm a Roosterfoot. That's my Harry Potter house. I believe it. Still can't believe I'm a Slytherin of all houses, bro. I can. By the way, about the Orb Under the Sun, there's a story mod for Outer Wilds that uses it for one of the puzzles. That's crazy. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone to see if I have saved it on Instagram. Shit. Because I don't have my personal account on my computer. I might have saved it on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was on TikTok, though. Yeah, it's gotta be on TikTok. Maybe it's just in my likes. I swear to God, I liked something before I started stream today, so it should be like recent, but I don't know where the fuck this is. I liked it for the sole purpose of doing this, or I like saved it, but now it's gone forever. It's just the post that I liked had the link on it, but okay, I can't. If you guys find a good one, please send it and I'll do one. I just don't want to do one that's like, do you think you're a good person? And it's like, I like justice. I like being kind. I like that, you know? So, I just want to, where the fuck am I? Why the chud am I here? No, I don't like using this one. Do you have Minecraft Bedrock Edition? I don't believe I do. Also, welcome in, Court. Hope you're doing well. Undertale, but I'm Thukana. Any leads? Well, if you're telling me it's similar to the jellyfish situation, I kind of want to just go back. Oh, let me turn my tunes off. I kind of want to just go back and try some more things in the area. We both have Java. We can become friends on Minecraft. Like, you can friend people on the Minecraft client now? Maybe Klondike will solve it in the meantime. Java as a friend thing, yes. Huh. I just don't know what the solution could be right now because it's light-based. And we can't shut the light off. How much of the base game have you completed? I beat the entire base game. I wonder if maybe when the power goes out for a brief moment to initiate the shutters is when we can go. Because when the shutters turn on, the power kind of flickers. He hasn't went to Hollow's Lantern, though, so he kind of skipped a lot. Shut up. We have a little bit of a meme here that Hollow's Lantern is the solution to everything. I made this cool puzzle and I want you to solve it. Oh, God. Some reviews and they said that... send it to me on Discord, please. Because it's going to get buried in about 5 seconds. More Minecraft Bedrock Edition, though. Do I have to be playing Minecraft for the puzzle? Nothing will get buried. Did you pin it? Thank you. Yeah, my working theory is that maybe it's maybe it is it's when the whole the stranger as a whole kind of stutters. Welcome in, Spammo. That's my working theory, but I'd have to get there quick, because I think that happens in like the first third of the run. So I guess we'll see. I don't know if it has any impact in the game world. I'd have to assume the game world probably glitches for a moment. If the power's going out, I'm assuming the stranger probably gets its power from the sun. That's why it's so close and why it's staying in the area is because it needs the sun to like power it or something. Kind of like the Nomai stuff. Pen, have you tried moving the light to point somewhere else? What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? To move the light, I'm pretty sure I need the code. Is the problem. Power flicker happens 5 minutes into the cycle. See, the fact that you know that makes me think that that's important. I wonder if it's something that we can, like, notice, too. Like, the light's coming from above. Maybe it's something where we just have to wait. I heard something about light, so I'm making some shit up. Oh, thanks, Goat. Maybe we just have to wait for it to get, like, submerged. Klondike would just guess the answer. Promptly. Oh yeah. Let's try fucking around with this to see if this will do anything. If that moves anything. Let's try making them all the same. Random bullshit, go. Now let's just guess. What if we go under the bridge where there is no light? So true. What if? Because this boat only goes 2 directions. But this water isn't like the funky water. You can brute force the code if you really want to, but there's a different way. Yeah, I just don't know what the different way is. I have access to it right now, hey? Let's just set this up for now. And we might as well check over this way once more, just to double check. It never hurts. Still move slow, like that. Maybe if we get forced awake with no lantern, it might show us the code? I don't know. I'd love to come up with a riddle as a hint for you. Please do. I've got a bit of an idea. It's kind of a goofy one, but let's see how this goes. No. No. Not really. No dice, as they say. Huh. That's the dam. What if the code for the light bridge can be used to turn off the spotlight? That's a good idea. I was just thinking that too. I looked at the code and I was like, maybe if I invert it, it'll be for the spotlight. So I can try both of those. So what is it? Starting with star, moon, eye, star. Star, moon, eye, star. Nothing. Let's just make sure we got the right moons. Nothing. Let's try and inverse it now. Oops. I think it probably has to do with something with the water because I keep hearing noises too when I come near the bridge for the water. But I could be wrong. Here. Oh, the soul extractor. I think this is the exact one. Okay, that is the exact one. What the fuck is that contraption cord? Would you say show stream? Show stream the screenshot when you can. Okay, let me show you guys this fucking abomination bro's cooked up. What is this? What is this? Whoops, wrong one. Gaming. Oh, could you guys see it on... Yeah, you could. Okay. I'm on question 40 already. Damn. Holy shit. There's 40 questions? Okay, we might have to wait until next ad break to do it then. I'm sorry. Bare minimum 40 questions. 66 actually. Holy shit. Is this a hidden staircase? I don't think so. Because the hidden objects reveal themselves when we go out of the sim here. But they still see us. Rabbit, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful rest of the day. Is there... Oh, in Cord's Redstone. I see. Can I make that jump? No. I was like, maybe maybe I do have to build something with the bridges. I have no idea how I lost my watch streak. Fully lost time. All good. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Same goes for everybody. I hope everybody who's here had a good weekend. Angel, if you've got a good riddle, please cook that shit up on a platter for me. I would love to hear it. Any guiding light in the right direction right now would be very, very nice. Because I'm a wee bit of a lost head right now. I don't know where to go and what to do. And I don't want to just brute force the code. That's kind of boring. I've been stressed, but things are getting better. How about you? Been pretty decent. I can't lie. Can't complain. I mean, EP, but I want to see what what soul pan is. Fair. I guess I could just do this. Can I reach it from here? Still thinking, though a guiding light is very poetic. Interesting. And there is an edge here, so we can't exactly go that way. A guiding light is very poetic. Just check your notes. Like my ship notes, you're saying? Okay, I'm gonna try and parkour this if I can't. Think about how you got the answers for the last two. I see, okay. Fuck. Okay. Let's go back. Think about how you got the answers for the last two. I mean, the answers... What? Oh, if we meditate until the next loop in front of the fire, we wake up in the simulation. That's actually really fun. Damn, they really thought of everything. Think about how you got the answers for the last two. So... We... Okay, so we got a slide reel from each location that we had to go through like a trial for. So the fire pit, the slide reel was we could fall off the water. The fallout in the cave. The other one, the tower, was using the lantern, I think. So let's see. The Forbidden Archive. So there's this one. Place the lantern down. Yeah, and that's the canyon. So that's the one for getting across the bridge. There's the Shrouded Woodlands, which is the Forbidden Archive. This one was the one for falling off the map. Yeah. And then there's this one. Let's see what this one is again. So when it bing bongs, it wakes you up. Right? Bing bong forces you out of the sim. But if you have no body, then it doesn't make the connection. I guess maybe if we're not holding the lantern. Maybe that's what it is. If we're not holding the lantern, it can't make the connection. Because it seems like our lantern is our connection to our brain. So maybe that's it. Oh, you have the reels already? Yeah. Buzzer said I should have all the slide wheels. Guys, where do we share results of the test? In general or in spam memes? You can put it in general right now because we're kind of on the topic of it. Thank you for asking. Either is really fun. Even stream chat. Stream chat would be the most appropriate, actually. No one really uses that. EP's fucks almost sleep. Sounds good. Can only. Sorry, you won't see the live results, but I'll throw it in the Discord so you can still see what soul I get. Okay. You'll be able to check. I'll probably throw it in stream chat. Okay. Yeah, my best bet. Because the other ones are fairly straightforward, right? This one, to mess with the connection, you hop off the boat mid loading sequence. This one, you leave your lantern. This one I'm the most stumped on. Let's go over it once more. So when the bell rings, if your body is there, like, I just don't know how we would, like, be brain dead in real life. Because when the loop ends, we end too, right? And we don't even... It's not even that we die from the supernova. We fly too far away. But it's saying that there's no brain... Like, there's an error with the brain connection to the lantern. Let's see what it reads here. I found a slide reel that appears to be some sort of error report. It shows an alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. Yeah, and that's just, again, because it's saying they have a brain. So it forces him out. But he is still trapped inside because he's brain dead. I don't know. My best guesstimate is let's rip it and see, but my best guesstimate is, yeah, we'll have to probably put the lantern down to cross the bridge, and then the game will try and, like, their simulation will try and force me out, but I have no lantern to connect to. I doubt it would be to do with meditating. Like, I was gonna say maybe we can meditate, and then that would be like we're in some sort of... What is different about the left resident? Bro is dead as hell. He was still holding on to his lantern, but he was dead as hell. There's a reason there's 2 slide reels for this exploit. Wait, there's 2? There's a second one I should have checked? Fuck. Shit. Did we go to Hollow's lantern yet? It might have the solution. I'm on the right track, though. Oh, you didn't know? Let's give this a shot. If it doesn't work, we'll go back, we'll read our notes. I'm sorry it's so back and forth, everybody. I would love for this puzzle game to be simple. Then me not have think much. No, I actually fucking adore this game, and I'll... if go find that reel, maybe I'll click it for you. Maybe it'll click for you. Okay, sounds good. Let's try my theorem right now. That's what this game is all about. Is theory and application with a lot of things. You saying that it's like the jellyfish makes me think that it's like right in front of my eyes. So I mean, I definitely have all the tools necessary for it. I probably just attempted something and did it incorrectly or didn't commit. So let's go see. I adore it too. I love it to bits. It's my favorite space game. It's so good. I wish they make something similar, because like the problem with a game like this, and this goes for like a lot of games, but the problem with Outer Wilds is like once I beat this game in the story, after that it's Jover. Like I can't really play through the game again. I could go achievement hunting and stuff, but there's not a whole lot more for me to do. Because the whole point of this game is solving the mystery. And then once we solve it, it's over. So, you just need to witness it, Pan. Hollow's Lantern is just Chapter 7 B-side. Oh my god, Celeste reference? In this day and age? That's the sad part for sure. And so most people after playing this game go to relive the game through other players. Yeah, that's valid. I totally understand that. We got raided by somebody who was playing the game, but they were a lot earlier in the game, so they couldn't really stay to like see what was going on. But I made sure to like join into their chat later on. And it was really cool because I was like, oh, where are you at? And they're like, here. And I was like, oh, I know exactly where this is. This is so cool. You're on the right track, you know. Celeste is a game that is good. Pan, you should stop headbutting elevator doors. It's good for me, I promise. Yeah, I think the gimmick here is going to be different. Maybe if I close my eyes, I'll make it. And that's all I have to do. I don't think it'll deal with doing the same thing, because the gimmick to get to there is to fall off. Completely different gimmicks for each spot. What would Pirate Software do? He'd pick up his phone, he'd cheat. I think that's pretty obvious. Alright, let's test it. I have no lantern. You can't send me back. I have no lantern to go back to. So what is different about you guys? Besides yo dead as hell. Get me some space, buddy. Come on. Do you need another hint? No, no, no. We're going to reset, and I'm going to properly read through my notes. You're still holding your lantern in the waking world. I forgot that that does that. So I have to put down my lantern and then go to sleep beside it? Interesting. Another hint, you're in the DLC. Thank you. Does that work? So how do I drop this whilst in my dream state? There's no owls to catch me. Yeah, let's reset. Let's reset. Let's reset. Let's reset. Oh, fuck. I keep doing that. Yeah. Let's reset. Now we will properly comb over all of the notes that we have accessible to us. I apologize. I know you guys don't care, but I got my first U rank Uma Musume, and that's pretty sick. Pretty happy with that one. Hello, Quantum Moon. Hello, Mario. God, the lack of the second rail's really getting you stuck. Yeah. Yeah, we don't care. And it was totally by accident. I did not mean to make that Uma that good. Okay. Forbidden Archive. So it's the brain connection. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. I found a slide reel that shows 2 artifacts being lit near a green fire. The first artifact lights after its bearer falls asleep, and the second artifact lights after its bearer dies. He trips, he falls, he dies, he's dead. He's dead as hell. He's now brain dead. Oh, you do have it. I do, but I don't know how to connect the dots. And then he gets teleported here. Do I have a way I could take my suit off? If I could take my suit off, I could die. Maybe if I stand on the fire, I can die. But that seems a little messy for this game of this detail, to just have you stand on an open flame and then like, you know? Let's fly there while we think about it. Here, I'm gonna make you guys all throw up. The elder falls and dies. The machine catches the last brainwaves. The fire lights. The elder enters the dreamscape. Krim got motion sickness before he went in the ship. Talk about weak. Just kidding. He's streaming right now, huh? Say hi for me. I have not watched his new video. Oopsie daisy. So how do we die in the room? Oh, edging him. We can't do it at like this one because when the water hits, we don't drown. We get pulled from our slumber. So we can't like make ourselves drowned. I've done the soul test thing. What are you? What's in the room that can hurt you? If it's just the fire, that makes sense, but it just seems messy in my personal opinion to just have me stand on the fire. I sent a screenshot of it in stream chat. I can't check stream chat right now. You gotta enlighten me. Basically, I'm refusing to tell you. Tell me. Fine. Yeah. Cream's been putting a lot of work in the videos, which is pretty sick to see. Secondary trait of purple. Nice, with kindness as primary. Nice. That makes sense. Perseverance with kindness as your primary. Switching to your secondary is faster than reloading. Kindness too, but with secondary trait, it's patience. I feel like that'll be me. Kindness and patience. Maybe justice. Or integrity. I could see justice or integrity. I could see integrity over justice. I tend to be a little hard-headed with some things, which is not the same thing as integrity. What is that? Hold on. New thing discovered. Never seen that. We'll go look at that later. Pansel's green because he is a chef. This is my third trait, though. That's higher than 50%. Nice. Yeah, I can't take my suit off whilst we're in space. That would be nice. I could just suffocate. Let me drop that. We are frying pan. That just seems a little goofy. That seems a little goofy. To be fair, Pan has let his community define him for the most part. Welp. What? So, that one I needed a hint for too. Yeah, that's fair. I guess I just needed to go back and review my hints a bit better. Fire roasted Hearthian. I wish there was a prompt to like take off your helmet or something. You'd be like, why would I take off my helmet? I'd just die. Personal opinion, I feel it's, if they had it be like doze off, because the animation when you doze off, the mask does get lifted. So I wish it was just like, you can doze off on planets that have breathable oxygen or like trees nearby, right? And that's most campfires. So it would have been fine. But I just feel like the fire is a little messy. Tried to burn myself while dozing off at the same time and bug the game. Do all that whilst meditating as well. Nice. To be fair, Pan has let his community define him for the most part. I don't think so. I think I've defined myself pretty well. A lot of you have adapted that, though. Alright, chat. We're going to beat the DLC. I'm a little nervous. Oh, what if this final part is like a scary chase scene? I am Pan Jr., not Paniel Jr., though. What soul would I be, Paniel? I don't know. See, I don't know what y'all's souls would be. I can take like an educated guess, you know, but that doesn't mean I'll get it. Fry behind you, fry in front of you. Like, I'd like to say for everybody here, they would be kindness to a degree, right? But after that, I don't know what your guys' secondary traits would be, because you guys know more about me than I know about you. You guys get 3 hours of me, and I get possibly 3 hours of chats. By the way, each of the 3 things do have a code that data miners have found. Oh, shit. I mean, this one has a code, right? And this one would have a code as well. Oh, you can't even hear it. That's so cool. That's so fun. The sound isn't coming from these statues. The sound is coming from outside. That's so fun. So it's, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. All right, chat. You guys ready? Also, Angel, you weren't here for last stream. My theory, my working theory, is there's somebody in there. Or there's a slide reel that'll detail more stuff. The only thing that really makes sense to me is that there's somebody in there. It's going to be like a corpse, because fucking bro's been around for who knows how long. So he's going to be a corpse, just like all the rest of them are. But I think it was a guy that they put in there. Anyways, let's see. Whoa. Okay. This is a little spooky. Ooh. Okay. Lit up area. Natural lighting is always welcome. Fuck. Oh. Oh, shit. Behind you? Guys, there's a green screen. You can't even see what's behind me. Oh, there's another lantern down here. Elevator. Oh my god. No way one's alive. He's not hostile? Hello? Talk to the prisoner! Oh shit! Who are you? Where are we? Who are you? Oh. Very kind of you. He's chill. Indeed. Oh. Oh, I can. Oh. Interesting. This is the real is like 90% burnt? Yeah. Vision torch. Oh, that's so cute. That's Feldspar, I think, hey? Damn. Shit really came full circle. Again. 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 Okay, well, I want to come with you. Oh. Okay, let me get my lantern. That's a little fucked up. Now I'm the prisoner? Guess I'll sit down. Oh, it's coming back down. I mean, I don't have a body to go back to anyways. This game's so cool because I too get to be the prisoner. I wonder if this is on a time limit. Oh, is he gonna jump scare me in the dark here? Also, I wanna... Oh, that's so cool. It's his head. Like, the way the lighting is done, it looks like one of their heads. That's actually terrifying. That's really cool, though. Hello, world. So do we, like, set sail on their simulation planet? Is that what that's saying? Follow the footsteps. I think that's what he would have wanted. Well, I guess we just follow the footsteps. Echoes of the eye. No way, dude. That's so cool. What? Okay, that's dope. Oh. What if there's some post-game DLC content and which planet? I know exactly which planet. It'd obviously be Dark Bramble, because Dark Bramble has the most lore tied to it, right? So let's go there. Where is it? Oh, I see it. There it is. Good old space travel. How I missed it. I know. This is so cool. This game's so amazing. Damn. Well, I guess that's it for Outer Wilds, you know? Wow, what a freaking game. What an amazing game. This game's so cool. Oh my god, I loved this game. Well, if you guys didn't get the chance to play it, I'm sorry that you missed out. What was that? You guys saw the random thing? Oh, it was... What was that? I wonder if the constellations do anything. Or, like, if you can, like, see any constellations. Might have been the Eye Finder. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Whoa. Don't worry about me. I 100% of the game months ago. Hell yeah. Better late than never, I always say. Hollow's Lantern 2, maybe? We sure explored some Outer Wilds. Hey, Quantum Moon. Get quantumed, idiot. Oh, you guys want to actually see something kind of cool? This is going to be a bad crash landing. Okay, now what? Now I show you guys something kind of cool. And then also we, does my ship disappear? It stays. Where's the Nomai ship? I think this will work. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I wonder if the dude near the eye's reflection of the moon has something to say. Okay, so if my calculations are correct... Oh, fuck, the moon stays. Okay, I think I fucked it up. Let me, oh. Okay, so it's gone. Where is my little scouty scout? Sorry if that was nauseating. Should be on Timberhearth. Now it's on the Hourglass Twins. Fuck, I fucked up. There's a guy on YouTube who, if you go to the moon, when the quantum moon is in its 6th location, you can follow your scout and you can actually go there, and the tower is loaded just way far away, and you can actually go to the moon. Okay. I was gonna try and do that, but I needed to do it a bit better. Alright, Sun Station. I'm gonna make you my bitch. We got a whole hour left for Pam to do the soul quiz. Yes, I'll do the soul quiz, and that'll probably be streamed for the day. I think we, like, as long as we're kind of like, nope. Fucked it up a little bit. You can, like, kind of surf the surface of the sun too. I don't know how to do that one as well as I know how to do the black hole surfing mode. All right. That was Outer Wilds. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for being here. For the start, the finish, the midway point, whatever point you were here for Outer Wilds. Thank you so much for being here. What a wonderful, amazing game. I am a little upset that I can't play it anymore because I've already beat the game and everything it has to offer, and it's just one of those games where once you do it all, you do it all, and that's it. You just kind of got to deal with it. we'll see where this ranks on the list. One fry today. For how short my stay was here. Feel free to follow if you'd like, Angel. If you're only here for Outer Wilds, totally understandable. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of the night. We are still going to be streaming for another hour here. We will be doing the Soul Quiz. Which soul are you? From Deltarune. So if that sounds interesting, feel free to stick around. Guys, I got freaking followed by a bunch of like Twitter accounts today that were like VTubers and stuff. And I think they're all like bots. I think they're all bots. And they just like mass follow. Astral Codec may interest you. What is that? Was there anything you didn't like? Not really. The thing with the game was like anything that I might not have liked was simply because I didn't like understand the puzzle or something. I thought the path of like the exploration path and the path of progress in this game was super well done. There were a couple things that were like a little repetitive for my playthrough at least, but that's just the order of things that I found stuff in. So there's not a whole lot that I could really do about that. You know, the game kind of lays a path out for you and you can follow it, and if you don't follow it, that's okay. But then you'll probably find clues to stuff that you've already done. Which planet was the scariest for you? Oh, Angel. Both Giant's Deep and Dark Bramble. Dark Bramble was scary because I knew what was in it. Giant's Deep was scary because I didn't. I like legitimate, as much as my chat likes to make fun of me, I like legitimately had like a little bit of a panic attack my first couple times on Giant's Deep because I just do really bad with like being underwater. It's weird, and you'd think space applies the same way because the whole idea is I just don't like being grounded. But I can be in space and enjoy space more than I can be underwater. I don't know. I guess the main thing is like space you still have clarity and vision, whereas if you're underwater, everything is obscured. It's obscured. It's hard to see, hard to move. At least in this game, space was really easy to move in, and the water is also really easy to move in, but like you still kind of sink a little bit. So I didn't like Giant's Deep. Had a little bit of a mini panic attack the first time having to like go underwater and go into the tornadoes to go under the current. And then Dark Bramble was just scary because the anglerfish. But then we went to Ash Twin. We figured out how to deal with them, and from there it was kind of pretty easy. Also, Nate, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, our final run was kind of crazy because I crash landed into Timberhearth by accident by just like letting autopilot go. And then people were clowning on me online because I posted the clip and they were like, "You're an idiot. You turned on autopilot." Here, look at this. Look at this. People, I got to show you guys something. I got to settle something. People were calling me an idiot online because they were like, "You turned on autopilot. So of course when you turn on autopilot and you get out of your seat, it's going to throw you back." So I was like, "Okay." On my own time, I booted up the game to confirm this. Watch this. Engage autopilot. Aligning flight trajectory. Accelerating towards destination. Look at this. I can get up and I can move around. I could get out if I wanted. Sure, I'm moving back very, very slightly. But you feel that with everything. You feel that with planes. You feel that with trains. I was going to say, in real life, when you stand up on a train, do you fly to the back? I was going to be a little snarky asshole about it, but then I decided against it. You didn't talk to Slate about how there's no avoidance coding for your autopilot? No. Also, thank you so much, Nate, for the bits. Appreciate that. Oh. That's so cool. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, people were mad hating on me for that, which was super goofy. Whoa, come on, chill out. So, ow! So I just had to like prove a point there. Storm Raven, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, there's not a whole ton in this game that I didn't enjoy. I very much enjoyed the whole thing. Dark Bramble was pretty scary for me, but the stranger stressed me out because of how much I couldn't see. I screamed pretty loudly several times. The stranger was pretty spooky at different times, for sure, for sure. YouTube comments seem fine. It's the Instagram comments. Instagram was like, let me pull them up for this one specifically, because like, yeah, they were not enjoying the content that I posted. Let's see. Here it is. You set the ship in autopilot. It was accelerating towards the selected planet. This is why you flew backwards and got stuck in the ship. Random glitch, question mark? You turned on autopilot and stood up. What did you think was going to happen? When you're on autopilot and stand up, the inertia will sometimes just launch you back like that. It happened to me countless times. Also, the ship split apart. Yeah. People on Instagram were just like, you're an idiot. It's because you put it in autopilot. And I was like, shut up. I had to like prove it on my own time. I live my life on a clock that obeys it. Instagram Reels audience is just as questionable as TikTok, I feel, overall. Yeah. But yeah, so I got a lot of, like, Instagram is where I get the most hate, 100% for sure. Instagram is where you get the most hate just for posting and existing. So if you're ever going to make any posts, this is a reminder for anybody. If you're going to make any posts, Instagram is the most hateful I've found. YouTube is pretty neutral, and TikTok tends to be pretty supportive, which is kind of cool to see. Anyways, we have a Undertale personality quiz to get to. Oh my god. Let me shrink that down a bit so you guys can see. I think that'll be big enough, but we'll see how it goes. Bring that in a bit closer. I could also just like move myself. Whoops. Here, I'll move myself over here. So it's not that bad. And I'll put you guys down here. I wonder if there's going to be tunes for this. Can you see on vertical? You can see on vertical. Let me like move it over a little bit. Okay, there is some tunes. Okay. Connection message. X is the worst. I've not really had too many problems on X because I don't really post too much on X. Are we connected? Ooh, excellent. Truly excellent. Every human soul has its own distinctive virtues. The last personality quiz I took told me I had a complete lack of Take this one. This is a different personality quiz. This is just like Undertale based one. So if you guys want to, feel free to do it alongside me. In each human, one shines above the rest. Answer honestly, and it will show itself. Now, we may begin. Ooh. Oh, good song. All right. Soul Virtues Extractor, 66 questions. 7 human souls, 7 virtues. This device has been designed to reveal which one suits you best. This is so good. Do you think that's true, that one shines above the rest? Yes and no. I think as humans, we tend to try and portray a specific virtue over the other. But I think like your true virtue will bring itself to light. You know, like you might be a really kind person, but you don't always like to show that. So you try and be a just person, but in your justice shines kindness. So like even in what you want to display, your true virtue shines out. But I don't think it'll always show, you know? It kind of depends on the person and what's going on and what they're doing. Tells the computer to kill them all. Computer tells him to seek help immediately. Every answer is scored against all 7 virtues at once. Some answers are mostly one thing and a little of another, and some also detract from other virtues. Can we see good? Yeah. There are no right or wrong answers, but being honest about one's flaws should provide more accurate results. Proceed. Alright, this is like a personal one, so I don't want you guys clowning on nobody. I gotta turn the browser down a little bit, dude. This shit is loud. I don't want nobody clowning on me or anybody else for their responses. I'm going to answer honestly, but that exposes me a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. You often feel like you can't simply be yourself in a group. The one thing I hate with quizzes like this is it's so much depends, right? Because in sometimes I'd agree. If there's a group that maybe they don't know me for me, then I'd agree. But if there's a group that knows me for me, then I'd disagree, right? So but I wouldn't say I'm neutral. I'd say I lean more towards disagree. Once you decide you want something, talking you out of it is close to impossible. Disagree. Depends on the group, yeah. Like which group? Like, are you asking me which group, or are you just saying which group in general? You believe that some things only get through to a person once they hurt them. I don't think you gotta be hurt by something to understand it. A lot of people, I find, will, they'll suffer, and then they want someone to suffer with them so that they can understand the pain they've gone through. And it's I don't think somebody needs to suffer to know what you've gone through. It can just help them understand, but it's not required. If someone has something to tell you, you don't get anxious while waiting. Strongly disagree. Depending on how they phrase it too, I get pretty anxious. You tend to avoid doing things that make you uncomfortable. Yeah. Sometimes. You have a hard time forgiving people. Trying to be better on it. I don't really have people to forgive because I've not been wronged that bad, you know? I'll say disagree. You do what you have to, even when motivation isn't there. Depends on the day. You know? I'd say overall, I guess, slightly disagree. You believe you can be trusted with secrets. Agree, I love secrets. You can tell when things are over. Yeah, I'd agree. You're often told you have a tendency to pry too much. No. You believe time heals all wounds. Yeah. You could use being more open about the things that make you hurt. I mean, I think everybody can. You believe that everyone should be held to the same standards. That one's a tough one. Yes and no. Because there are some edge cases where you shouldn't be. I just say disagree. You often regret things you've said in the heat of the moment. Yeah, well, I'll say agree for now. You're just the way you act and talk depending on who you're with. Sometimes. You feel uncomfortable talking about your worries to other people, but want others to tell you theirs. Yeah. You believe asking others for help equates to failing. It doesn't, guys. It doesn't, okay? Very important that it doesn't. Asking for help does not mean that you fail or you've fallen. So, but I agree. You tell a friend they're in the wrong even if it meant hurting their feelings. I have and I will. Sans? I'm nervous. Do you think that even the worst person can change? That everybody can be a good person if they just tried? This is a very good question. And this is kind of reflects a tiny bit in everybody their stance on humanity as a whole. Do you think the worst person can change? Yes. That everybody could be a good person if they just tried? I don't know. This reminds me of the mystery dungeon. I love those! I took one the other day. I fucking love those. I'm the jolly type. Who would have guessed? Also, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while since we've seen you. Yeah, can anyone be forgiven? That's the big one. People can change. Most people can be good. But can they be forgiven? I think strongly agree. Everybody is everybody is open or like available to change. It's whether or not they're open to change. When you lose interest in something, you abandon it entirely? Not really. You need things resolved quickly, otherwise you get anxious. Again, depends. I'd say overall, no. You enjoy trying out new things that pique your interest, especially if they get you out of your comfort zone. This is why I like wish there was like a middle, which is like slightly agree or slightly disagree, because I'd slightly agree. I don't love trying new things out, and I don't particularly like it depending on the day, so I do slightly, but sure. When you know someone is wrong, you can't help but correct them. Yeah. Regardless of what other people do, you have your own set of rules you won't break. Integrity question. But yeah, strongly agree. All my friends are like, throughout high school and stuff, they'd always try and get me to do stuff, and I'm like, nah, that's just not me. Forgive. You often procrastinate until the last pop. Yes. You dislike owing people and try to pay back any favors as soon as you can. Yeah. When something you cared about fails or ends, it takes you a long time to find something new to care about. Again, slightly agree. You regularly question your identity and try to get to know yourself better. I don't think so. If someone you hold dear asked for your help, you'd see it through to the end, even if that meant hurting yourself in the process. Yeah. Pan going to the if I lose interest in something, I just leave it or something. I do not always leave it. Remember the game I said had a lot of drama? I don't remember the game. I'm sorry. You would turn down an opportunity if you knew someone who would be a better fit. Do you procrastinate? Yes. Yeah. You believe that the ends justify the means. This is also a good question. Disagree. Just because it'll lead to something good doesn't mean you can forgive all the bad that happens on the way. You have a hard time believing you're worth the effort it takes to be with you, if not for convenience. You have a hard time believing you're worth the effort if it takes to be with you, if not for convenience. Oh, I'd say probably not. Are you going for the pacifist run? Yeah. Real life pacifist. Others say you speak without thinking. Rarely. Like, people don't say that. I might, but people don't say that. You need to have things planned out before you feel ready to do something. Slightly agree. You consider yourself to be driven more by your emotions than by facts. Slightly agree. When faced with a difficult choice, you'd rather ask for someone for input than choosing on your own. Slightly agree. You would like to love yourself the way you are, but you rarely can. Ooh, big question to answer on stream, guys. Perform poorly when you can't tell if you're doing well or not. Yeah, I'd agree. I guess we'll never know. You've stuck with things long after they stopped being good for you because quitting felt like a betrayal. I don't think so. You've stuck with things long after they stopped being good for you because quitting felt like, not really. Hiding it says more than showing the answer, I think. True. But what if I'm just playing? You'd rather be hated than having to pretend you're someone else. Yeah. Hey, in a way, he did answer. There you go. Enjoy that. Eat that up. When something looks unlikely to work, you would rather put your efforts somewhere it will. Yeah. You believe that solving someone's issues for them would be doing a disservice to them? No. Did he think I was joking? This isn't, this is just a personality quiz. If someone says you wouldn't dare do something, you need to prove them wrong. Meh. You keep quiet about things that bother you until they become unbearable. Yeah. You don't mind sitting in silence with someone for a long time. Silence is awkward. You often interrupt people when talking about something that excites you. Yeah, slightly. Toby added, dude, Goner is, I can't read that without like glancing and seeing Gooner. Jesus, Silas. What the hell? Okay. You think some of your interests are embarrassing and avoid talking about them in front of people you're not close with? I used to. But now that like public has become more open to things, I'd say I disagree. I gotta ask you about the Mystery Dungeon thing. Are you excited for the remake of Explorers Time Sky? Yeah. I was excited for the the Red Blue remake, so that was pretty sick. You believe that sugarcoating things can only make them worse in the long term? Yeah. Difficult situations hardly stress you out. Disagree. You believe some things are unattainable even if you want them, and that's settling for what is acceptable. You believe some things are unattainable even if you want them, and that's settling for what is acceptable. I slightly agree. Being liked matters more to you than being understood. Ooh, good question. I guess I'd say yes. I technically right now as I am with stream, I'd rather you guys like me than understand me, you know? So I guess right now it does. In life though, I don't know. I'd probably say disagree. You're comfortable putting your own needs first when they clash with someone else's. No. You tend to endure difficult situations rather than be the one to end them. Agree. You avoid intervening in matters that don't concern you directly. Sometimes. I feel like you need to be understood to be liked if talking about in person. I don't think so. Do you fully understand your friends and family? You can still enjoy a person and their presence without fully understanding them, you know? Seeing someone be treated unfairly angers you deeply. I'd say yes. I just don't think everybody understands deeply everyone they know and everyone that they like, you know? You don't understand me deeply, but you like me. But I don't know if that would fall in regards to your in-person, right? You value the journey more than you do the destination. Yeah, I kind of like the destination. When someone's struggling, letting them fail and learn from the experience is sometimes for the best. Yeah. You're more critical of yourself than you are of others. There is a room between. Oh, I see. Oh, I wonder if this has been saying stuff this whole time. You're more critical of yourself than you are of others. Again, this is like a sometimes, so I'll say disagree. I'll just stand on my own and say that you're not wrong. Fair. Struggle with explaining what I mean, so whatever. That's okay. You'd put yourself in harm's way if it meant helping someone you hold dear. Yeah. You sometimes think of yourself as better than other people. Oh, have I missed drama? We're doing a personality quiz. I mean, it's always really hard not to compare yourself to people. I'd say yes. But not often. Others would say you're close-minded or stuck in your ways. Yeah, maybe. When faced with hardships, your first instinct is to keep going no matter what. Again, depends. We'll say disagree. You usually prefer having difficult conversations once the heat of the moment has passed. Oh, God. No. You would happily accept a flattering description of yourself that isn't quite accurate. It's always nice when people glaze you. Meh. It's nice when people glaze you, but Fry, you're so amazing. But if it's not accurate, I'm like, okay, that's not me. You've taken up many things that you haven't seen through to the end. Yeah, unfortunately. What is this quiz? Are we all doing it? It's the Undertale quiz. Here, I'll pin it. I'll post it again. Having done something and failed is still better than not having done anything at all. Agree. Have you answered honestly? I'd say to the best of my abilities. You acknowledge the possibility of pain and seizure? No. Integrity! Look at that. 69% integrity, 67 kindness, 67 justice. Yeah, I thought I'd be integrity. This was close. Kindness finished 1.3 points behind. Slightly different answers may have yielded a different result. Fry, I have many opinions on you. All are positive with a few neutral ones. Okay. So what do all of them mean? So yeah, we can like look into it. But here's the best thing. Here's the best little descriptor. Despite the pressure to change, I stayed true to myself. I can't like click to view kindness or anything, or any of the other ones. But it's like, despite the world being cruel, you still decide to stay kind. Justice is like, despite all the injustices, you still sought a better path or something like that. I can't remember. You can read all of the souls. Oh, other souls. Okay, cool. So let's see, what is integrity? Integrity is consistency between what is said, what is done, and who one is. It is less about honesty as a policy than about the discomfort of being two different people, depending on the circumstances, which you feel more sharply than most. In practice, it makes you predictable, in the good sense. People know what they're getting. You're trustworthy, and your word is your bond, making you shine as a guiding light for others to follow. Which is, like, pretty fair. Anytime I say that I'm going to do something, if it's for myself, meh. But if it's for another person, I'll always try and stay true. I don't like letting other people down, so I want to stay true to what I do and what I say. The shadow of one's soul. Integrity is rigid, and it can quietly become too proud of itself. If unregulated, integrity can make its own self-satisfaction more important than anything else, so long as it can tell itself that it's part of its identity. Being able to always tell the truth rarely requires hurting the ones who have to hear it. It's also a way of never having to change. This is who I am. This is a very convenient wall to build and hide behind, and one that is difficult to break down. On the bright side, I am, unfortunately for myself, an incredibly selfless person. So I don't think I'll ever become too proud of myself. We'll see. Who knows? Big YouTuber status. Maybe I'll be an asshole and, we'll see. Often confused with justice. Integrity and justice have many things in common. Both have strong moral compass, both are hard to sway, and both concern themselves with building a framework of rules. The main difference is who these rules are pointed at. Integrity will use them for itself, with little concern for others, while justice holds everyone to those same standards. Yeah, I said I could see justice if I answered like a question or two differently, because it was like, do you think everybody should be held to the same standard? And I was like, not really, because there's some edge cases where it's kind of unfair to hold people to a certain standard. But yeah, I will set myself to a certain standard, especially with like work and stuff. Your second strongest virtue is kindness at 67%. Thanks to kindness's wish to help those in need, the kind Integrous? Yeah, I think so. Integrous is always ready to help, but can direct this motion towards causes they especially believe in. These people will often fight for social causes and concern themselves with what is good for society rather than for individuals. On the other hand, the kind Integrous can end up taking too much pride in their kindness, to the point where they might feel superior to the people they help, or keep count of their good deeds to bring up later at their convenience. Okay. Your lowest virtue is determination, 21%. Of course, no one can be perfect at everything. So yeah, let's see. Integrity, kindness, justice, patience, bravery, perseverance, and determination. And then we can see other souls. Selflessness is intertwined with selfishness. Obsession with your own virtue can be a door to your weakness, especially if you can't tell someone no. Yeah. Fair. Good point. Despite how many times I fell, I always got back up. Do you want me to go through all of them? Because we have time. I can kind of go through them all. They say you have no determination, but I mean, have you seen that one Silksong clip of Fry refusing to back down? I like to think determination is a little bit of an edge case with these kinds of quizzes. But you also gave up on the witness, so I only gave up on the witness because you guys didn't like it. I'll play the witness. I'll play Baba is you. It's just, it doesn't fit within some of the frames that we have right now, so. But I think determination's kind of hard to compare with the other ones. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm low on determination, so maybe that's just what I want and what I'm saying. But I do think everybody can be like 100% determination. It just depends on where they are in their life and what they're doing. Like, I could be full of integrity and kindness, and then with what I'm doing in the moment, I can be 100% full of determination. Depends on how passionate you are, yeah. This is not inaccurate. The red soul is not canonically called determination. Every soul has DT. Yeah. It's just the red one best represents it. Because that's the thing with the game of Undertale that I also like about Dark Souls. Dark Souls is one of my favorite examples of how you, the player, directly impact the story, whether you choose to play it or you don't. Now, you can make the excuse like, oh yeah, in every story, like, if you don't play it, then the guy doesn't do the thing. But every single story has like a set end where you go through the story and you do the story beats point A to point B to point C. With Dark Souls, you have multiple different endings where you play through the entire story and you go from point A to point B to point C, but there's technically a hidden secret third, fourth, whatever, however many endings there are. I think there's like 4 canonical endings, so I guess like a secret 5th ending, which is where you give up. Every single person that you see in Dark Souls that is like an enemy is hollowed, and in the game people will tell you don't go hollow, don't you dare go hollow, and that is when you give up. You become hollow and you become a husk of who you are, and you just wander the land endlessly. And so technically by quitting the game of Dark Souls, by giving up, your character has now gone hollow, right? So like, it works for every single game that ever exists and everything that ever exists, but it especially lies true to Dark Souls in my opinion, because it's already got that underlying theme of determination and perseverance. I'd say it's more determination than it is perseverance, because determination just fits more for a game like that. But same with Undertale. Like, you are determination because you have the ability to go back and to continue to try. What's the difference between the two? It actually shows here. Determination and perseverance are often confused for one another, but the difference lies in where the energy points. While determination refuses every ending except the one it chose, perseverance will look for different ways to achieve at least one of the results it was aiming for. Of course, that doesn't mean one can't take from the other. Being so similar in behavior, the determined and the persevering often find each other to be fascinating. The former admires the endurance and planning skills of the latter, who in turn admires the determined's desire for success. So yeah, determination is a set point, perseverance is an end, I guess. But an end that you want still, not an end that you're settling for. Given the choice to be Captain America or not be Captain America, be Captain America. I guess I just say given the choice to be good, be good. They seem very similar. I mean, they are. They are. Okay, let's look at them a little bit more. The end never justifies the means. We should do other personality quizzes while we're here. Here, let's look at determination and perseverance a bit more, and then we can look at a different one. Determination does not necessarily mean optimism or hopefulness, as they imply expecting things to work out. Determination doesn't require that. It's the part of a person that drives them to keep going when everything seems to be for nothing. It shows up as a specific kind of restlessness. You're hard to talk out of things. You have a sense of how a story is supposed to end in a physical difficulty accepting versions where it doesn't. Pardon me. People around you have probably described you as intense or as someone who doesn't let go, and meant both as compliments and warnings. Be that as may, you're a driving force regardless of what you set your mind on. Being objective focused and unwilling to compromise on your vision is admirable, but you should probably learn how to keep that drive under control. And then perseverance. Perseverance is about being willing to bend but not to break. It's the push to keep moving forward even when the destination seems unreachable. And it's about accepting all the pain that comes along with doing so. The most famous example of perseverance is that of the tortoise and the hare. While the latter overestimates its talent and rests on its laurels, the former didn't let the overwhelming disadvantage discourage it. In the end, it's the one who persevered that won. So, like, if you're still having troubles with the communication between, or like the difference between the two, perseverance is, yeah, just, I will reach my goal no matter whatever it be. I'll reach it in whatever way I need to. Whereas determination is like a set path. I'm getting there this way, and we're done. But yeah, anyways, I'm integrity, but I was super close to kindness. I guess that'll be the best kind of screenshot I could probably take here. What other quiz should we do? There's a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon quiz that we could do. Also, if you guys feel free, share what your results are in my Discord. Now that I look at it, this don't look like Elder Wilds. Must be some new update. We finished Outer Wilds. We did everything that the game has to offer. Oh wow, you can see all your answers. I see. Fine, I'll show you guys. Where was it? You would like to love yourself the way you are, but you rarely can. Strongly agree. Reset. Other souls. MBTI is we want a serious quiz. That's like a 111 question quiz. We don't have time for that. I got perseverance. Let's go. Yeah, so determination. Despite how many times I fell, I always got back up. Bravery. Even with trembling in my legs, I refused to back down. Justice. Despite the cruelty I endured, I never let myself be corrupted. Kindness. No matter how many times I got hurt, I never let that make me cruel. Patience. Even in the chaos of life, I never let wrath guide my next step. Integrity. Despite the pressure to change, I stayed true to myself. Perseverance. Despite the odds being stacked against me, I still moved forward. I'm literally an endurance athlete. Yeah. Outer Wilds Planet Quiz. Is that a thing? Here, let's BRB. Outer Wilds Quiz. I made an Outer Wilds quiz. It's probably on the hard side. Oh my god. Here, it's gonna flashbang you guys, so I apologize. But I'll open up. Sorry. Okay. Main screen. It's just gonna flashbang you guys. Oh! You guys can't even see yourselves. Holy shit! I had huge breakthroughs on Outer Wilds. Hell yeah, Spider-Man. We're doing an Outer Wilds quiz. I'm sorry. Resume. Fuck this. How did Tektite lose their foot? Who the fuck is Tektite? Fuck, but fine. Okay, Esther. Aster? Asturd. The most lonely Harthian traveler. He never met Tektite. The orbital probe cannon's missing module. The coordinate probe? No. Name the song that heralds the end of the loop. The Sun Song. I don't know. Harthian that was sent to the deep space satellite for D-specs. That is Gabbro. Who said the above quote? I don't know. Tektite's like the main character. Shut up. How many launches before the probe found the eye of the universe? Roughly. Holy shit. Wasn't it like 300 billion? How many? Nomai who stayed behind to gather data on the core of the interloper. Can't even remember. Name of the song that plays when rafting? River. Name of the Harthian flight instructor? Can't remember. What is described as a daunting digestive challenge? Can't remember. How many thumbs do the owls have? 1, 3. How many entrances are there to the stranger? Not including elevators. Yeah, 3. Degrees at which deep space satellite detected a shadow in front of the sun? 40. Harthian with more fingers than normal. Nomai who designed the original warp core for the vessel. Where can you find an owl watching a slide reel? Which Nomai was lost in the lake bed caves? What appears inside the Ash Twin project at the end of each loop? What? Did he even play the game? A black hole. I didn't know that. The Endless Canyon. Sure. Coleus. Sure. Ryback. Right, he does have 6. Anona, yeah. Sapwine? Don't even remember that. Gossan? Yeah. How many thumbs do the owls have? 2? Shut up. How did Tektite lose their foot? Ghost matter? Oh, yeah. Esker! I knew their name. I said Aster and Esther. Probe tracking module. End times, jellyfish. Yeah, I was pretty close on a lot of these. Did he even play the game? Okay, what's another quiz we can do? Should I do the Harry Potter quiz? I can discover my wizarding house. I can get sorted now. Oh my god, I gotta sign up below me. Weird blue background. Yeah. Swear to god, if it's like your favorite color, blue, green, red, I'm gonna lose it. That's like all the fucking BuzzFeed quizzes. What bender are you from Avatar? And it's like, would you say you're more down to earth, or do you go with the flow? Are you sometimes fiery and passionate, or do you just go where the wind takes you? Shut up! What's a good quiz? What Pokemon are you quiz? We could do that. No. Deltarune quiz? Sure, dude. Get some ballage going. That was also an incredibly hard quiz. How many Deltarune characters do you know? Okay, this will be good. Here we go. Cream is taking the quiz now. Okay. Welcome. This is my first quiz, so I hope you enjoy. Who are they? Mike. The one with the hat reminds me of Woody. Who is he? Oh, I paused my game to be here. Noel's dead dad. Who's this cutie patootie? That's Noel. That's Chris. This guy, I don't know. Sussy. Yo, this quiz is impossible. Whoa! Spamton, G Spamton. What are you doing? Tutorial? I mean, MILF mode. I'll say. Queen. This is pretty easy. This quiz is pissing me off. Cruz. Depressed teenager. Yes. Gerson Boom. Jebel. Sunflower. Flowery. Wowing Night. Wait, one of the answers was Rory Knight. You're taking too long. Pretty easy shit. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking good at this game. So, yeah. These quizzes scare me. I feel like I'm gonna get something that's just odd. Okay, here's another one we could do. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the quiz, fellas. Today you're gonna be guessing the characters, so buckle up. Let's see how many characters you know. This is for like quotes, so proceed. Which character said this? This character is literally possessed by something. You can't possess something twice. Wait, what the fuck is going on? I thought this was Deltarune. What is this? Let's just try it out. It's Tom from Eddsworld. I don't think it's actually Tom. I don't think Tom's possessed. I used to watch Eddsworld all the time. But I guess I'll just put Tom. Lights, camera, me. Tenna, Beowulf, V version, or Annie. Staying up past my bedtime for this. I don't know. What character said this? Is it supposed to be this? Or this one? I think it's this one, right? Lights, camera, me. I think it's Beowulf. Which character said this? You're so silly, oh silly Villy. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. It's gotta be Javel. Shadow Milk Cookie. Yeah, let's do that one. China has joined with a quick quiz. Alright, Lightners, let's get straight to it. Which one of these characters has the power Rude Buster? Oh wait, I think we got it right on each of them. Oh, no. Susan. Shadow Milk Cookie, so real. Do you know that Chris flirts with every enemy, right? Which chapter did the Deltarune fandom switch up on Susie? Probably chapter 3. Maybe chapter 2. I'll say 3. Which one do you like here? No wrong answers. This is a free answer. Flowery. Chapter 5? People switched up on Susie on chapter 5? In which chapter did the Deltarune fan... Oh, because she said that. I see. I thought he meant like they liked her or they hated her at first and then they liked her. Multi-fandom time. We're joined here with Ed, the guy in the green hoodie, and Chris. All right, it's my turn. Choose a random food you think Chris and I like. What the fuck is this quiz? Sure, pie, dude. Alright, that's enough, Tenna. Let's get back on track. What the fuck? Wait, Does it actually matter? Okay. Who sent this? I found this one. Which chapter did the catchphrase "I'm old" and came from? Which character said this? Tell the red one there's a cooler kid in charge. Definitely wasn't Aqua. Blood dud? Let's just say blue. Which character said this? Classic stupid Tom. I don't think it was Fukua. Let's say Tord. Which character said this? It's proper etiquette to respect your hostess. Cherry Blossom Cookie definitely said that. Which character said this? Jehovah's Witness and call me. And both of these characters are arguing about something and said those words to each other. Definitely Chris and Birdley. Definitely Chris and Birdley said Jehovah's Witness and call me. Which character said this? That's the most. It was Mango Cookie. How's the quiz? I got lazy, but I'll add more. It was ass. No, 9 out of 6 ain't bad. Answers. Okay, you were right. You were right. I was wrong. What's the right one? Does it show me? No. It was Shadow Milk Cookie. It was Shadow Milk Cookie. No way. No way. No shot. Which one was correct? Oh, it wasn't Cherry Blossom Cookie. Chris and Birdley didn't say Jehovah's Witness? What the heck? It was ass was the correct answer. Alright, chat. I think with that, we're probably going to freaking end it. Here's your infinite little hallway. Weird ass quiz at the very end there. But thank you for sticking around. Atari 2 Plus. Hell yeah. NES is a goated console. Let's pass on some goodwill. We've done Outer Wilds, so if there's anybody streaming Outer Wilds, we can actually raid them. There's nobody streaming Outer Wilds. Okay. Ugh. There's someone doing Blueprints, but they are starting Act 4. Cream's doing this quiz? Sure, I'll send you guys to Cream. Cream of butter. Get in here. We're going to be raiding off to Cream. So thank you so much for being here, guys. You guys are amazing. Can't do any of this without you. So thank you so much for being here. That was Outer Wilds. So we're going to be continuing Blueprints on the Wednesday. As for the Friday, I'm not too sure what we're going to be doing yet. I'll have to make an idea. Maybe I'll throw up a poll. I'll have to throw up a poll and you guys can maybe vote on that. But otherwise, let's get going. Let's get a raid going to Cream. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of the night. I hope to see you guys on the Wednesday. Bye-bye!